There's a quiet strength in knowing what to walk away from. But how do you recognize the signs before it's too late? In a world that praises appearances, many overlook the deeper traits that truly matter. Today, we're diving into 6 subtle but serious signs of a low-value woman through the lens of Stoic wisdom. This isn't about shaming, it's about protecting your peace, your purpose, and your future. If you've ever been in a relationship that left you drained or questioning your worth, this video is for you. And if you value self-mastery, clarity, and traditional strength, consider subscribing. We break things down with timeless principles that help you move smarter, not just faster. Let's get into it. Sign 1. Lack of personal growth. A low-value woman often shows little to no interest in personal development, and this is a clear warning sign for any man who values his time, energy, and future. In Stoic thought, self-mastery is a lifelong pursuit. A partner who resists growth, avoids challenges, and remains content with mediocrity can become a heavy burden. She may spend her time in mindless entertainment, gossip, or complaining about problems while doing nothing to solve them. She might resist learning, reject advice, or mock efforts at improvement, whether in health, mindset, or spiritual grounding. This stagnation is not just about lack of ambition, it's about an unwillingness to evolve. A man walking the Stoic path aims to elevate himself every day, and being tied to someone with no such desire creates a constant mismatch. Over time, this imbalance leads to resentment, frustration, and emotional exhaustion. True value lies not in looks or charm, but in a deep-rooted hunger for betterment. A high-value woman seeks wisdom, confronts her flaws, and strives for inner growth. If she mocks discipline, scoffs at goals, or stays in the same mental space year after year, take that as a sign. Protect your path. Do not tie your future to someone unwilling to rise. Sign 2. Lack of respect for boundaries. A woman who consistently ignores or disrespects boundaries, emotional, physical, or even spiritual, is revealing a deeper issue of self-centeredness or immaturity. In Stoicism, boundaries are sacred. They protect one's peace, time, and moral integrity. When a woman insists on invading personal space, demands immediate responses, or pressures her partner to go against his own values, she is not showing love, she is displaying control. A low-value woman may become agitated when told no, may mock your routines or belittle your discipline, and often uses guilt to bend your will. She may not respect your need for solitude, your schedule, or your goals. She might interrupt your work, dismiss your quiet time, or become jealous of the things that help you grow. Stoicism teaches us to remain unmoved by noise and external pressure. But if that noise lives in your home, it becomes harder to think, act, or even breathe in peace. Respect for boundaries is a reflection of self-control, something every high-value person must develop. If she constantly tests your limits or disregards your decisions, it will only grow worse over time. Healthy relationships require space for both individuals to thrive. Without that space, you are not in a partnership, you are in a battle. Choose wisely. Protect your calm. Sign 3. Manipulative behavior. Manipulation is poison in the well of any relationship, and a woman who uses subtle tricks to get her way is showing you that she lacks both honesty and integrity. Stoicism calls us to live truthfully and see clearly. A low-value woman may not lie outright, but she will twist facts, play the victim, use silence as punishment, or deploy emotional games to wear you down. She may cry to avoid accountability, give affection only when it benefits her, or withhold support to create dependency. These tactics are not signs of intelligence. They are signs of weakness masked as cleverness. The Stoic man values logic over emotion, clarity over chaos, and when manipulation enters the room, all these values are threatened. She communicates directly and values your peace as much as her own. The manipulative woman, however, thrives in confusion, keeping you on edge, unsure of where you stand. This constant uncertainty destroys your focus and damages your inner stability. If you feel like you're always one step behind or walking on eggshells, step back and reflect. Love should not feel like a maze. It should be clear, calm, and mutual. Protect your mind, guard your emotions, recognize manipulation early, and walk away with strength. Sign 4. Self-centeredness and lack of empathy. A woman who cannot see beyond herself, her needs, her desires, her opinions, is not ready for a meaningful relationship. The Stoic man lives for virtue and reason, not vanity and constant attention. When a woman shows no concern for how her actions affect others, when she cannot offer sincere apologies or stand in another's shoes, she reveals a lack of emotional maturity. Everything becomes about her. Her problems are bigger, her time more important, her voice louder. This kind of mindset leaves no room for you to be heard, to feel supported, or even to exist as a full person in the relationship. Empathy is a cornerstone of high-value character. It shows emotional intelligence, humility, and respect. Without it, every disagreement turns into a battle, every request is a burden, and your emotions are dismissed as weakness. A self-centered woman may expect the world to revolve around her, and if it doesn't, she may become cold, distant, or explosive. Stoicism reminds us to remain composed and not be ruled by others' drama. But life with someone who lacks empathy becomes a war of silence and blame. You'll be left emotionally starved and mentally drained. Seek a partner who listens, who feels with you, and who gives, not just takes. Sign 5. Unwillingness to contribute or support. A low-value woman expects the world but offers little in return. She may believe her presence alone is a gift and that effort is optional. But Stoicism teaches that true worth is shown through action, not entitlement. In a meaningful relationship, both partners should build together, supporting each other's growth, challenges, and aspirations. If she constantly takes without offering emotional support, encouragement, or shared responsibility, she is not building a bond, she is weakening it. You may find yourself drained while she remains untouched, always expecting more, never lifting the load beside you. She may laugh at your ambitions, minimize your struggles, or stay quiet when you need a word of strength. She may not help in crisis, may not pray with you, or may not show interest in your vision. This lack of contribution, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, turns the relationship one-sided. Stoicism values fairness and justice. A high-value woman understands the power of giving, not just receiving. She supports without being asked, uplifts without keeping score, and helps you stay aligned with your purpose. A woman who refuses to contribute weakens your path and disrespects your sacrifice. Recognize it early. Do not invest where your effort is seen as obligation, but her presence is seen as enough. Sign 6. Draining energy and emotional turmoil. One of the clearest signs of a low-value woman is the emotional weight she brings into your life. Stoicism values inner peace and emotional stability. A woman who constantly creates conflict, plays mind games, or reacts with intensity to every small issue becomes a storm cloud over your every step. Her mood swings dominate the atmosphere. Her drama becomes your burden, and your mind is no longer free to think clearly. This woman may thrive on conflict, picking fights over imagined slights, or bringing up the past repeatedly with no resolution. She might sabotage peace just to feel in control. He knows that every moment spent in unnecessary conflict is a moment lost from building his life, his vision, his legacy. Emotional maturity is the ability to feel deeply yet respond calmly. A high-value woman manages her emotions with grace and seeks to resolve, not inflame. But the low-value woman uses emotion as a weapon. You'll feel like you're always apologizing, always defending, never resting. Your energy will be spent on calming storms you didn't create. This is not love, it's emotional captivity. Guard your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. Peace is power. Never trade it for turmoil. Conclusion. A man walking the Stoic path must protect his peace, purpose, and principles. These 6 signs are not about judgment, they are about wisdom. A low-value woman can derail your focus, cloud your judgment, and weaken your spirit if you ignore the warning signs. Choose character over charm, peace over beauty, and virtue over attention. Your time is sacred. Your energy is limited. Invest it wisely. If you found value in this message, subscribe for more timeless lessons rooted in truth and strength. Walk with clarity, lead with virtue, and never settle for chaos when peace is an option.